Hello, everybody. Welcome. Get a snack, get a seat, get set as we present to you our last brain cells left. How you been, Finn?
I've been good. Yeah, I've been good. I put off recording the podcast for like 2 days because I was eepy.
Yeah, no, listen,
And then
sometimes
I
the
was
eeps
busy.
come over like that.
Yeah.
I fully get
So-
it, you know?
Yep.
I mean,
We
it also
normally
doesn't
record
matter for the
on-
listening audience because it's going to be a Friday for them
Oh,
regardless.
this is very true.
But
This is very true. But we normally record on Mondays, and it
Yes.
is currently Wednesday.
yes.
Spoilers. Ooh.
Ooh, I don't know. How's that?
Yeah.
Wait, what is that
Well,
spoiling?
like, it's just behind the scenes,
Do
I
not look
guess.
behind the curtain at the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, God.
It's an eventful
Yeah.
Wednesday too. There's some cool stuff. Well, there's one cool thing that I know of that's coming out, right? I know
Is
you have
it?
like
I
a
didn't know it
list
was
of
an
things.
eventful Wednesday.
Well, it's an eventful Wednesday for me because apparently there's a big like Cyberpunk update that's dropping today.
Oh.
Legit, just like out of nowhere. I mean, it's been rumored and like kind of leaked, but like it's like official and it's dropping today, and everyone's like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
It's like a whole like
that's
big
cool.
like 2.3 update. It's gonna add a bunch of extra like cosmetic stuff and a bunch of other stuff, which is just like exciting because
cool.
like, oh sweet, I get a new fresh coat of paint on my favorite game of all time. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's fun. It's great. I've had a very strange
think-
week leading up to today too. It's fun.
My week was pretty chill, pretty normal.
Oh, that's good. I had
To the
something
point
like
where,
scratching or climbing against my window last night.
oh,
It sounded like someone was like throwing rocks at my window with a boombox on their shoulder to ask me to prom. Like that is the sound that kept like hitting my window last night, and it was so
Yeah.
confusing because it wasn't windy,
Okay.
it wasn't storming. It was just like something was. I think there's an animal or something that's like
yeah.
outside my window, which is not a fun prospect, but it's a prospect all the same.
See, but I'm like a hopeless romantic, so like if somebody did that to me, I would like fall to my knees immediately.
That's fair. I feel like I would react the same. The problem is I have a girlfriend.
That's very true.
Not that that's a problem, but meaning that I'm already spoken for.
Yeah. I don't have one, so, you know, it's just kind of like, hey, if, you know, come to my
Yeah.
house with a boombox. Here's my address.
If you have a
Imagine I
boombox,
dox myself. That'd be so funny.
doxing yourself in the name of potential hopeless love is kind of hilarious, though.
Doxing myself for the bit.
I mean, hey, is that not a little on brand?
Yeah, it kind of is.
Like, of all the things, that one would make the most sense. To some degree.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like that's something that I would do.
Yeah.
Actually, I definitely have. No, well, I haven't, not for a bit, but I sent a picture a while ago because me, my mom, and my little brother had to go to the ER at like 3 a.m.
Oh, fun.
one time. It was a while ago. And we were there and nobody was wearing masks and everybody was sick. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to die.
Right.
And so I asked them for a mask, and I was texting my friends. I'm like, they don't have masks on. This is insane. And so I ended up getting a mask, and I took a selfie with my mom to send to my friends. And then I sent it, and it was our good old buddy Fern who said, they were like, is the name of your town supposed to be in the picture? And I was like, oh.
That's a crazy
No, it is
question to
not.
ask.
So yeah, I actually doxed myself to it was Fern and Redacted.
Oh, that's okay.
Accidentally.
That could have been way
I
worse.
told him I was like if I was gonna dox myself to anybody, I'm glad it's you two because like I actually trust you guys, you know.
That's good. Yeah, no, that's good.
Not saying that I
people.
don't trust my other friends, but there's like, you know, certain people that it's like I trust you guys. Like it's okay if you guys know my
Yes.
location.
Everyone's got. I hate like the feeling of like needing to rank friends, but everyone does have those like ride or die friends.
Yeah.
I fully get it. I
Speaking
would
of-
feel guilty like ranking friendships. It's like
No,
I
would
appreciate
never
all my
rank
friends
them.
deeply. You know,
Yeah,
I don't want it to
I
make it seem like
appreciate-
you know.
I appreciate and love all my friends. Yeah, there's no but to that. I appreciate and love all my friends. That's it.
That was
There's a few friends that it's like I could just talk to them about really kind of anything.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And I appreciate those friendships, but like, you know, everybody I'm friends with
You're friends with them for
cool.
a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm friends with them for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna. There's certain people that's like it's okay for me to trauma dump on you.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you need a good cry. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm comfortable enough with this, with our friendship being. You can know my little bits of trauma here and there.
Yeah, right.
And it's like no one. Okay, Loki is the only person that knows the full extent.
Right.
By the way, just for a little bit of context, Loki is my best friend IRL.
Mm-hmm.
We met like I don't even know 6-7 years ago.
You've known each other for a long time. From
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. She lives in a different country, and we're still best friends and everything. Like,
hell yeah!
Me moving out to the United States didn't change a thing.
That's awesome.
Which I'm really glad because that scared me when I first moved. I was like, oh my god, like all my friends, I'm gonna stop talking to them, and I stopped talking to 90% of them except for Loki.
Yeah. It's a valid fear to have, honestly, because I had a similar fear when I left college because I had like a lot of my close friends nowadays were people I met there, so I was like, oh shit, I'm never gonna talk to any of these people like, excuse me, ever again. But that ended up being wrong, so I'm very grateful for that. So I fully understand what that fear feels like. It's a very real thing.
Yeah, exactly. So so yeah, like she's the only person that knows the full extent of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd probably say Fern and Abby know like bits and pieces, but if they put their knowledge together, they'll know like
the whole story.
A solid like 80 to 85% of it.
Okay.
Because, you know, there's like deep-rooted stuff that I don't share with anybody.
Right.
You
Obviously.
know, except for like Loki or like my mom.
Right.
But
which is valid.
But yeah, so
no one's around there saying like you need to reveal the deepest corners of your heart to truly be friends. Like now.
Yeah,
there's
no,
conflict boundary levels for
I also
everyone.
don't like that feeling where it's like you're only my best friend if you know a certain amount about me, and it's like
it's weird putting like
really.
a hard benchmark on that.
Yeah,
it feels
for
weird.
Me,
like yeah,
like yeah, for me, calling someone my best friend would be like, you know, it's like it's just a feeling, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's a vibe.
That's why like it's a funny story, but I've told this to everybody, but I like quote unquote pranked Fern. It was a really like.
Was this the one you told me about?
Yeah, it wasn't a good prank. I messaged them
devious.
randomly. It was very devious. I messaged them, and I'll send you the screenshot so you can put this on screen.
Okay.
I messaged them, hey, so I've been thinking, and I think we shouldn't be friends anymore.
Crazy.
And this was completely out of context. This was like the first message I sent them in the day.
Crazy.
And then I waited. I typed out the next message already.
Oh boy.
And then I waited for like a solid 30 seconds just to let the anxiety sink in, you know? Because if one of your friends texts you that, you're going to be like, what the hell happened?
Yeah,
what
I would
did
shit
do?
a brick. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so I was waiting for that brick to, you know, to fall.
Be shat.
Yeah, exactly. And so then I was like, right when my brain was like, okay, it's been enough time where this is mean, I sent the message, we should be best friends. And Fern's immediate reaction was to tell me in capital letters to F off.
Honestly, valid.
And that was the beginning of something amazing.
Honestly, valid.
Yeah.
Like,
it's perfectly valid. I blame them at all.
it's a crazy thing to just like drop out of nowhere.
It really is.
Oh god, I love that that's a thing that could just happen.
Yeah. No, it was a great time. I had a lot of fun. I laughed so hard. And then I told them, what's it called? Or no, I didn't tell them anything. I just was like, yippee, we're friends. We're best friends now.
The yippee, we're friends is
Yep.
It's a great way to end that. Like if I did that to some of my friends, I would get like a glitter bomb in the mail.
Yeah.
Like some shit would happen where it's like there would be repercussions.
Mhm. Yeah, and also in the screenshot that Bot's probably hopefully most likely gonna put.
Yep.
my nickname for Fern on Discord is not Loser because it used to be Loser as a joke. And then they were like, have I graduated? And I was like, sure. And so I changed it to Not Loser.
I love that.
Yeah, so that's why it's Not Loser and instead of Fern. But yeah, like I appreciate my friendship with Fern. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah. Fern's cool.
I might be Bot has experienced now firsthand how mean I am to Fern.
Oh my god, yeah. It's insane.
But I told them like everyone in call that day, I was like, that's how I show that I love you, is I'm mean to you.
Right.
And it's a what's it called? Like I wouldn't say a red flag. Well, probably a red flag, but it's like
maybe to some people.
Yeah, it's kind of like
it's a little confusing.
Like it's something that I've been judged for, you know?
Right. Because people don't quite get it. Like, what?
Yeah, people don't get it. They just don't get me. And so
they don't have my brand.
Exactly. They don't understand. It's not a phase. It's my life.
No, I fully get it. I'm the same way, and a lot of people that I knew growing up back home, like in Jersey, were the same way. And like I have one of my friends, her name's Tao. I've known her since kindergarten. We are quite literally like, we act like brother and sister would.
Yeah, you
to
guys
the point
act
where
like
it's
siblings.
like it's big sibling energy the way we bully each other. And like people have seen and be like, "Do you guys like have beef? Like, are you okay? Like, do you hate each other?" I'm like, "No, this is how we act." And it's because like we know like we act that way towards each other because we know that like when shit's serious, we have each other's backs. Like there have been many days where both Tao and I are like there helping each other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and that's how it
know.
is. Like that's how it is with like me and Loki and me and Fern and me and Abby. It's like when I talk to them, it's like it's most of the time it's like haha silly goofy.
Yeah.
But then like when it does, like if I ever need to like vent or something, like I know that I can message.
Yeah, if it needs to be serious, it can be serious.
Yeah. And I've got all time, and this didn't actually, like I didn't do this on purpose obviously, but I've got all times of the day covered, you know?
Oh yeah, that's true with the different time zones.
Like if it's early morning, I text Abby because it's like midday for her. If it's like kind of like in the middle of the day, I'll text Fern because you know it's middle of the day for them.
Right.
And then also like Fern tends to stay up really late at night, so if it's like a late night thing, I can also text Fern. And then like Loki, I can pretty much just text her whatever and she'll answer.
That's good though.
Like,
that's cool.
Yeah, so I've got all my times of the day covered, you know.
Yeah, it's time zones are a fun thing. They're a very wacky thing, which I've had to encounter a lot because a lot of my big like Smite buddies, like a lot of them are kind of in Central Time, and then we have a friend who's like out on the West Coast, and I was on the East Coast, and like the time zones all converging is such an interesting and unique beast. But it's a cool one when it really like
it's really cool.
Works out.
Yeah. That's what happened when we were doing. I did a cage lock a bit ago. Which, God, I could talk about that for an entire episode.
I believe it.
And one of the hardest things was scheduling around other people's time zones. Because, like, we had people, like, all over the place. Like, I'm pretty sure we had somebody that was in Japan or something.
Damn.
And, like, there was people all over the place, so time zones were crazy to schedule around.
Makes sense.
And I remember trying to be like, okay, like, there was this one guy who, like, it was, like, 6 p.m. for me or something. And it was like 10 a.m. for him.
Damn.
Like, this is the only time where it's gonna like you're not gonna have to wake up at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but it'd be like that.
Yeah, but it was cool. I met a lot of cool people from that.
That's good. Yeah, it's always fun how you meet a lot of people in the strangest of places, right? Like I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast before, but I've definitely mentioned it in passing before. How like I've met some really cool people that. Like from playing Smite to the point where I flew halfway across the country to go to their wedding, but I'd never seen those people in person before.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And like I have another friend who lives in the UK, where I'll still talk to her, and she's great, and she actually does really cool tattoos. So she's become like a tattoo artist, and like I met her through stream stuff, and we're still like really good friends to this day. So it's just, and I remember waking up one time in the morning because I was basically invited to play like Among Us with her friend group, and it was like 9 a.m. for me, but for them it was like peak like after work gaming hours.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So it's a very eye-opening experience for me where it's like, oh shit, there's really big differences in some of these time zones. You know. Mm-hmm. But it's cool. It's cool. The internet is weird and mysterious and works in strange ways.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it does some pretty cool stuff. I mean, hell, like you and I met through the internet. You and I met through Manor Stream.
Yep.
You know? So
very, very true.
Internet.
But yeah, neat. We got somebody in our Discord. We have a Discord, by the way, link in the description.
Yes.
Shameless plug. Well, I guess not shameless.
Seamless plug.
Yeah, seamless plug.
Seamless.
I believe it was Luke who put this.
Let me verify.
He put like 5.
He did. Points. He did rip like 4 at once.
Dude, he put like he put 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was right. 5. Damn. Okay.
Yep.
And the first one, actually, I just looked it up because I was a little confused on what it was, and I forgot to look it up before we started recording.
Fair.
But superhero fatigue, I just looked it up. Do you know what that is?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's basically just like the fatigue of so many, like superhero like movies and TV shows and everything coming out, and everyone just being like, "Oh, we're tired of superheroes."
Yeah, so it's defined as, it refers to a perceived decline in audience interest and enthusiasm for superhero movies and television shows. And that's such an interesting thing. And you know what? I think I know the reason why.
Go on.
So let's take a trip in the Wayback Machine to hold on. I need to remember when this movie came out.
I think I know what movie you're going to be talking about, and I don't know what movie.
To April 26, 2019.
Oh, damn.
Which is the day Avengers Endgame came out.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And this is why I think this is what started superhero fatigue, right? Because
I agree
like
with that.
At least what like really set it in.
Yeah.
Because like Avengers created this how many years? Like,
oh god, I think it started in like
12 years or something. Yeah.
Did it start in 2012? Well, I guess if you're going off the first like Iron Man movies where it like really started, because that's when they started like setting up the universe, then it was Captain America and Thor, and it's been building for a long time. It was a very ambitious but successful project, is the moral of the story. I think the first Avengers film was 2012, but I could be wrong.
I think so. Well, okay, so the first time they hinted at there being a cinematic universe was in, I believe, The Incredible Hulk.
Either that or Iron Man. One of the Iron Mans.
Well, I think it was Incredible Hulk because that was the first one that had like a post-credit scene, and you see Nick Fury, and he like invites Bruce Banner to like, or is basically saying like, I'm aiming to create a group.
Right.
That movie came out in 2008. So we're talking 11 years. So I was actually kind of right, which is crazy.
Good shit. Well done.
11 years in the making worth of movies that...
Just setting up and building.
Yeah, setting up and building to this huge, box office, insane, I don't even know how much money Endgame made.
Oh God, more money than we'll ever see in our lives, probably.
Exactly. Like it made 2.7 billion worldwide.
God damn.
Right. So pretty big. I would probably call that a blockbuster.
Yeah, no.
For sure.
Yeah.
And my thought process is, after that came out and like with the cool down of it, suddenly Marvel movies like got not as good.
They lost focus.
They're still good. Yeah, they're still good. They're just not as good.
Yeah, I agree entirely.
I refuse to comment on DC because
no, yeah, DC movies have legendarily been like that was the thing for the longest time, was like Marvel made good movies and DC made good TV shows. But then they stopped making good TV shows. And then Marvel stopped making good movies.
I used to be such a fan of The Flash.
Oh,
and then
everyone
they started making the CGI look like... That's why I stopped watching it, because it started looking like an animated show. And I was like, this sucks. And then
It's just kind of
they started doing that in their movies, and I was like, brother, your budget is insane,
right?
And you're giving me an animated sequence.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, obviously I know Henry Cavill can't fly, but like,
but still, I mean, hey, the new Superman movie apparently people really like, so maybe
apparently apparently the Batman, the Robert Pattinson one, and then the new Superman movie are like different, and they're actually good, and I'm not saying that the other DC movies are bad necessarily. I just can't stand I just can't stand the animatedness of it. I did not watch The Flash because of that.
Oh no, I heard that movie was
The Flash.
That and also Ezra Miller.
Iconically, I'm pretty sure The Flash is like in the top 10 running for like movies that lost money. Because
Morbius exists.
Yeah, so Morbius, The Flash, also the second Joker movie lost a ton of money.
God, that was such a shame because the first Joker movie was genuinely really good. Like that's something like I think the first Joker movie, like, the first Joker, and then like the Wonder Woman movie was good, but other than that, there wasn't really
the second one or the first one.
The first one. But there wasn't really
the first one was good.
There wasn't really a reason to watch like Justice League when it came out. And then the whole stuff with like the Snyder cut and yada yada.
Yeah.
But
so okay. So here's a fun fact about movies.
Yes.
For a movie to break even, I'm talking break even. This is not making a profit.
Right.
To break even, a movie has to make 2.5 times the amount of its budget, and this is including budget to make the film and for editing like and commercials and everything. Trailers and for like what's press it called not merchandising like press. So The Flash, I just looked it up. The Flash, the budget was $200 million.
Crazy.
It made domestically, oh my gosh, I hate when they do this. Total. It made $271.3 million worldwide.
Ooh, so barely scratching over the budget.
It didn't even break even.
Woof. Well, apparently it was the same way for
they lost money on that movie.
I don't know if you remember this movie or not, but Looney Tunes Back in Action with Brendan Fraser.
Oh God.
Do you remember that movie? I liked it as a kid. Yeah. I remember watching that movie as a kid and being like, I like this. But apparently that movie did so bad that it scrapped, like, because that movie did so poorly. I think was it Warner? I don't remember. I think it was Warner. But they scrapped a Space Jam sequel with Tony Hawk. Because, that is so funny. Because Looney Tunes Back in Action did so bad that they were like, screw this, we're no longer doing movies like this. They're not working. So it's such an interesting, movies are such a weird thing, right? Because I don't know. There's because I like there's a YouTube channel called Corridor Digital. I feel like I've talked about them before on this on the podcast.
I don't know if you have.
I don't know if not, but they are a YouTube channel that's been around. Like they're like old, like classic YouTube, right? But they have some of the best visual effects, like bar none, like period. Because their videos and the way that they direct stuff is they had to learn from being practical with everything. So they had to learn about like ways to save time and budgets and what works and what doesn't work, and they're very also what's the word, transparent about their creative process too, to the point now where they have a series on their second channel called Corridor Crew where they break down good and bad VFX in TV and movies, and like they explain like, here's why this looks good, here's why this looks bad, here's how we would have done this differently. And that series got popular to the point where like directors and like stuntmen and like digital artists and like a bunch of people like from the industry will come on their show to talk about like visual effects, practical effects, stunt work. Like Adam Savage was on the couch with them. Like,
that's crazy.
Bruh. Like Mythbusters Adam Savage, the guy who worked on Star Wars Adam Savage. Like it's insane. So they have some of the best visual effects on the internet and just like period, I think, with stuff. So learning from them and seeing like their breakdown of like why things work and why things don't work is so fascinating when it comes to like visual effects and just the whole cinematography process when it gets to like stuntmen and whatnot. You know?
Well, the reason why
watching them.
The reason why I'm getting into like budgets and stuff is because I watched this other YouTuber. His name is Friendly Space Ninja, which if you're into like movies and everything, I highly recommend. He does a few videos that are yearly. He does a best movies of 2020 whatever, like the year, worst movies of the year, and I think there's one more, but those two are like hands down some of the videos that I look forward to at the beginning of a new year.
Love that.
Because he talks about like the budgets and like, you know, all that stuff. So like he talked about how so the first Joker movie, again, I just looked this up on Google. The first Joker movie, again, I'm just going to repeat this one more time. A movie needs to make 2.5 times its budget to break even.
Right.
So the first Joker movie, the 2019 The Joker, made the budget was 55 million, which is insane because that movie is so good.
It is.
It made 1 billion. So that movie
Jesus Christ
was a profit.
Yeah, that movie was a successful.
Originally, fun fact, they weren't going to make a sequel to that movie. But since it made so much money, the men in ties were like, well, we can do that again. They didn't do that again.
Yeah, and then
the budget for Joker, the budget for the second Joker movie, the 2024 one, which I forgot existed.
Yeah.
The one with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, the one that's
was
a musical.
200 million.
Oof.
200 million for that one. It made 200 million.
Oh, no, buddy.
It needed 450 million to break even.
It's so unfortunate because just Joaquin Phoenix did such a good job with that film.
He did such a good job on the first movie.
Like, he did so good portraying the
Joker.
One. I think he was. Yeah. I think he's the best Joker we've had since. Oh my God, I always forget his name.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know why I always blank on his name.
Yeah.
But man,
you know what my mom told me the other day? We were talking about this actually. We were exactly talking about this. Cool. And she told me that she thought Jared Leto's Joker was really good.
No.
And I was like, wow.
That's like saying your favorite
iconically hated.
That's like saying your favorite like pop punk artist is as a MGK. No.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I had an MGK phase.
No, I'm sorry for you.
I had an MGK phase.
I'm so sorry.
Not anymore,
you had to experience that.
I don't have any of his music on my playlist anymore, but I did have an MGK phase.
Bro got bodied by Eminem so hard that he switched genres.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
it was really funny.
Oh God.
But yeah, so I don't know. I find the idea, and that's actually one of the talking points that I had on my list. I know that like the whole superhero fatigue thing, we like completely went off topic.
No, but I think it's a good starting point, I think. Yeah,
one of the topics that I wanted to talk about was just blockbuster movies in general, and how a lot of these movies call themselves blockbusters, but they're not actually blockbusters.
Correct.
Because just for you guys to know the history of it, I believe Jaws was the first ever blockbuster.
I think you're right, but I can't corroborate that because I don't know off the top of my head.
It was called a blockbuster because essentially what it is it's a movie that's so anticipated that the line at the movie theater goes around the block. Mm-hmm. So it's a blockbuster, literally. Yeah. So that's where the name comes from. I think Jaws was the first. That feels right. Blockbuster.
But there could be one other movie that I'm like forgetting about.
No, it's Jaws. Yeah.
Okay.
So 1975 Jaws. Fun fact: I've never watched that movie.
Really?
I'm not huge into shark movies.
Fair. It's a good one. It is a good one.
I know it. Well, obviously it's a good one.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Clearly.
Breaking news here. Sorry.
I watched. The last shark movie I watched was The Meg.
I thought you were going to say Sharknado.
That'd be really funny. And the only reason why is because I have an obsession with megalodons for some reason. I don't know why.
They're cool.
Don't ask me. I just think they're awesome. Like, I'm not into shark movies, but like I'll get a megalodon phase every so often. But also I watched that movie because Ruby Rose was in it, and she is hot as hell.
That tracks. Yeah, that does not surprise me.
she has like 3 lines, but the entire time I was like foaming at the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
That's the only reason why I watched that movie.
That's interesting.
But yeah, nowadays, like, the movies aren't actually blockbusters. I think Endgame was probably one of the last true blockbusters that we've seen.
Yeah.
Where, like, to the point where there's, like, lines out the door.
Agreed.
The only other one I can think of is maybe, like, the Minecraft movie, which I hate saying that.
Oh, God, no. I'm so glad I didn't see that.
Truly, it's not. It shouldn't be a blockbuster. I think it was for the meme that it is, or could be considered one.
Agreed. That's reminded me of something, too, by the way, where me and a few of my buddies saw the FNAF movie, right?
Oh, yeah, that might also be one, too.
Did you see that movie?
I did, yeah.
What did you think? Because I have opinions.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was... it wasn't the worst movie I've ever watched. I didn't think it was... I don't know. It was just, like, such a meh movie.
Yeah. The level of menace that it was...
Yeah.
Irritates me so much.
Yeah.
It makes me so
it wasn't
irrationally
what I expected.
mad. I can't explain it.
It wasn't what I expected. The jump scares sucked.
Oh my God.
Every single Balloon Boy jump scare got me. Because they were just so weirdly sudden.
But, like, was chilling
the
watching
Foxy
that movie.
one. The Foxy one was so bad.
The only thing I remember was Chica murdering that guy.
Yeah, there was like one where it was like, yeah, I thought it was gonna be for a game that like prides itself on jump scares.
Dude,
there was like no like I fully went into FNAF thinking like, okay, there's gonna be a ton of jump scares.
Fair. Well, I mean,
there was like none. I think FNAF should have been an animated movie. Actually.
No,
because then you could have made the jump scares a lot better.
Here's why it pissed me off, right? Because that movie had 2 different things where it was like it kind of felt like Scooby-Doo, like scary in that way, where it's like, oh, it's this beast and we're gonna overcome it and find who's under the mask, and the other half was horror movie. Like, it didn't commit to either. It did both, but didn't deliver on either. Because you only got 50% horror, 50% Scooby-Doo gang coming together. And that is what pissed me off, because it could have been... If they just leaned into the horror movie and just dug the knife in with the psychological plot,
I think
they could have been so much better. But, oh my God, they just fucking abandoned it for, like, no reason when they were building it. It was like, oh, you were doing this great thing with them starting his job and having this, like, flashbacks, and you could have toyed with that. Instead, you're just like, oh, well, he's just in this robot now. Teehee, now you're friends with the scary things, and it just took all the momentum. It just pulled the rug completely out of the whole, like, dramatic everything of the film. It's like, oh, you have these animatronics.
Because he becomes friends with them.
But the entire front half of the movie is setting them up as these mysterious, scary, life-threatening things, and they straight up murder people. But like, and that's a threat until a certain point when it's like, oh, then it's just like Chuck E. Cheese themed Home Alone at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, that's not what I mean. Like, it deflated the whole point of the movie to me, because it's like, I think this movie could have been such a good, genuine horror movie, but they didn't commit to it. They just played chicken, and they were like, all right, they like took 2 steps and were like, all right, I'm out, you win. It's like, what? No, keep going. You were doing so good. Lean into the horror elements. Make it more. It was and it's like, oh, they didn't want to make it past PG-13 because it's supposed to be a kids thing. Fuck the kids. Give me a good horror movie, goddammit. I just want a good horror movie about a video game. Why is that so hard?
About a video game.
So I told you, this makes me irrationally mad, and I can't explain why it primally upsets me so much, but it does.
It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. I think that movie was almost like...
It had so much potential.
Yeah, I watched it with a few friends recently, and one of them was watching it for the first time, and her first comment was, well, that's not what I expected. Because it's not. You know, it has like... Like, none of the games even nearly are close to what, like...
No, not at all.
that was. Like, all of the games are horror games.
Yes.
And I will say, I'll give them props for the scene when what's his face shows up in the Golden Freddy suit or whatever.
Oh. Matt
like
Lillard.
that scene. Yeah. That scene when he like walks in and it's like, and you see it, like the lighting is that is the one scene that like genuinely I was like, that's creepy. That creeped me out.
Yes. That's what really nailed it home for me. It's like, you have all these things and you're clearly like wanting to lean into this. So like, why are you like,
it's like they recorded that scene first and then they were like, okay, that's enough horror.
Yeah. Right.
And it's like, dude,
no,
what the heck?
More.
Yeah. Like, give us more. But anyways, that's that.
I was not expecting to leave that movie as mad as I was, but like Luke still gives me shit. Funny enough, like circling back to Luke about this, he still gives me shit. He was like, "That movie was fine, man." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine," and that's the thing that upsets me because it could have been good. It could have been really good.
It's like for me, I would say it's like a 4 out of 10, because like
it honestly because of how much
I wouldn't watch it.
How much it just absolutely says fuck you to its own plot and building and suspense. It's like a 2 for me. Yeah. I cannot watch that movie without getting insanely mad. And it's funny that I'm sure you did this intentionally, but rating this movie between 1 and 10, it pivots to something that we talked about previously.
Yeah, we have a special little segment that we're going to put in right here because we don't have it right now, but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna introduce this person. But do you ever want to watch wholesome Minecraft content?
You know, I on occasion I would enjoy it. I can't lie.
Do you ever get the craving to watch someone die stupidly in Minecraft?
I mean, who doesn't? That's just quintessential.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you love watching people build really cool things in Minecraft?
I mean, yeah. Do you enjoy it when people draw pictures of you punching a wasp nest?
Yeah. I love that. That's my favorite hobby.
It's a real thing that happened, by the way. It sounds absurd, but that is a real thing that occurred.
Well, if you enjoy all these things, then you should check out the Windsword on all platforms, who is also going to talk about the 1 to 10 rating system. He doesn't actually, fun fact, so we talked about this last episode.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's going to talk about. He doesn't know. I haven't told him. I told him, again, I will send you these messages. I asked him, would you be willing to join the podcast with zero context of what you're going to talk about?
Oh, that's so good. That's
until
amazing.
It happens. And he was like, sure, that sounds fun. And I was like, hell yeah, okay.
I love that.
And yeah, so here's the Windsword talking about the 1 to 10 rating system because he is passionate about that.
Oh, I was going to use the clap as a cut. I didn't know your sentence was still going.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. I'm the one who did I bungled it.
You can clap now.
Oh, shouldn't you take me to dinner first? Sorry. That's sorry.
Clap them cheeks.
Anyways, Wind.
Okay, Wind, we have one simple question for you.
It's very easy.
Yes.
Okay.
What's your opinion on the 1 to 10 rating system?
Okay. Right. Okay, we're gonna talk a bit about the school system.
Okay. Okay.
So I've this thought has appeared in my mind a while ago because I had learned that in other countries the grading system is based around, like, if you get a 50%, you're passing, and then everything below that is failing.
Mm-hmm.
Here in America, it's 70 is passing, and then everything below is failing. And then it got me thinking about how we rate things in our head, and I'm like, I've definitely, like, I feel like 7 is where the average tends to be for a lot of people. And I'm like, okay, this has to do with the school system, surely, right? Because 70, anything below 70 in our American little brains is bad. and everything.
That you added little at the end.
You can't be American and have big brain. It's true.
No, you can't. That's why we're all on this podcast right now.
Correct. Yeah, it makes sense.
And then everything above that is good, and I think that's so stupid. And I feel like we should change as a society to understand that 5 is the average, and we should stop calling 6 a bad rating. It's a good rating, and it's solid and good, and stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Quite simply stop.
Well, I told Bot last episode, which, obviously you weren't allowed to listen to last episode. Now you are, since you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
I can listen.
We wanted to blindside you with the question.
Yes.
Blind.
So I told Bot that you changed my opinion on the 1 to 10 rating system because of that. Like, that there was one time that I was like, I forgot what I was rating, but I was like, yeah, it wasn't that good. I'll give it a 6. And you were like, that's above average.
Yeah.
And you started yelling.
No, upon hearing your perspective of it, I did some inward reflection, and I realized that, like, subconsciously, like, you're right, and I was skewing things a little awkwardly and unfairly. So you helped change the.
And if you think about it, there's only 3 numbers, unless you're doing 0.5s. There's only really 3 numbers between 7 and 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like that jump is so huge.
Correct.
Yeah.
Gives you way more of a range.
That's why I also don't like
things.
I don't like the 1 to 5 rating system, because it's not enough numbers unless you do 0.5, which at that point it's just the 1 to 10.
It's just 1 to 10 with extra steps. 100%. Yeah.
So yeah, there's not enough numbers, so you have to be very careful when you're picking a number, because the distance between the numbers are pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like,
and
if I give you a 2,
different.
If I give you a 2, it's a lot more offensive than if I give you like a 4,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's such a huge jump.
It's a huge gap.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, there's been a few times where this happened the other day too. One of our friends was watching. Actually, it's funny because we talk about this. I forgot the timeline, so it's either before or after this. We talk about the FNAF movie.
It's after this.
Yeah, we were watching it with a friend, and the friend. I think I said that I gave it like a 4, and she said, "Oh, that's really low." Or I gave it a 6 or something. Yeah, and our friend was like, "Oh, that's really low," and Wind exploded. I've never heard this man more livid in my life.
Listen, it's got revolutionary opinions, and you know what? My opinions have been revolutionized. Truly,
this is a very important topic.
Well, truly, this is why I wanted to bring you on to talk about it, because
I'm glad we can spread them.
Yeah, we're spreading your philosophy to the masses. This is we're now setting the baseline of what the 1 to 10 rating system is for our community.
Exactly.
Now, please go to 1to10ratingsystem.com to donate for this cause.
Please go to 1to10ratingsystem.com to
Is that domain registered? Hold on, let me check.
Oh, that'd be really funny if we could get that.
Yeah, but websites are expensive.
Yeah, not to actually like make it a donation thing, but well, I mean, you donate, but it actually just helps us with like the podcast and everything. That'd be really funny.
No, it is not a registered domain.
If websites weren't expensive, donate down below in the description. I'm kidding.
Oh god.
We started a GoFundMe so that we can have that domain.
Yes.
Go rate me.
Donate at 1to10ratingsystem.com.
.gov.
If you support this cause.
If you support this cause. But yeah, I guess that's all we wanted to talk about was the 1 to 10 rating system.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for joining for this little segment.
For what we've been calling this whole time, the Windendum or the Windendum.
The Windendum.
Yeah, thank you.
Huh?
Don't worry about
Windendum.
Okay.
It'll make sense on Friday, I promise.
Yeah, it'll make sense on Friday, I swear.
Okay.
Anyways, everyone say thank you, Wind, in the comments. I've already introduced your YouTube and everything.
Yeah. The plugs were done.
Yeah, and all the links are in the description. Go check him out. He's cool.
Go to 1to10 donate place.
Go to 1to10donateplace.com.
Lovely.
All right, and we'll hop back over to the actual podcast. See you later.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
That was cool.
Now that that was cool. Wasn't that amazing? So Luke gave us, like I said, a bunch of stuff that we can talk about.
Yes. Shout out my homie.
The next one on the list here is chunky or smooth peanut butter.
Oh, smooth all the way for me. 100%.
Smooth. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so glad that we agree on
this.
It's
like the beans thing. Anyways, yeah, we agree.
Next talking point. I'm already not the biggest fan of peanut butter. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
The reason why is because one time my older brother made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But the way that he makes a peanut butter jelly sandwich is he puts like 30 pounds of peanut butter and jelly on it.
Oh, it's like a guy from the Northeast putting cream cheese on a bagel.
Yeah. So it's just kind of turned me off of peanut butter and jelly for a really long time.
You know, that's fair. Well, because you got peanut butter and it's a suggestion of jelly.
No. It was like peanut butter and jelly with a suggestion of bread.
How did you hold it? Did it just stick to your hand?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And mind you, I hate when my hands are sticky.
Fair.
And this
Honestly
is like
valid.
one of the biggest reasons why I don't want to have kids, because kids' hands are always sticky, and I don't want them touching me.
No, children are penchants for messes.
It's like and like, dude, my little brother, who by the way turned 13 yesterday. Shout out to him.
Congrats him.
Yeah, he's a teenager now.
Crazy.
Which great, more weird smells. He's already like developing like BO and all that stuff, and it's just like, oh, it's only gonna get worse. You know, like we all went through that phase in our teenage years where it's like we don't want to wear deodorant because it's so inconvenient to have to put on, you know.
Yeah,
so he's like already kind of going through
I need to do this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know where I was going with that.
Children.
Anyways,
smells sticky.
Oh yeah, he can't eat his food without making it a mess. He's 13. He ate soup with his hands.
Excuse me?
How do you do that? It's a skill. Dude,
how do you eat soup with your hands and not be like a cartoon character? Me and my
dad, so I don't know. Me and my dad always, every time we have like a family dinner, we're always staring at my brother because it's just like it's a skill.
Just to like witness what happens.
Gets everything on his hands. And I hate it because he sits next to me at the table. There's like this little bench thing.
So like you're in the splash zone?
I'm in the splash zone. And so this one time, I was at work when this happened, so I don't know the full story. But apparently what he was trying to do with the soup was he's trying to dip bread and then eat the bread. Mm-hmm. But what he was doing, well, he wasn't trying to dip the bread. He was trying to grab pieces of like chicken or whatever with the bread. So the entire bread went into the soup.
Yep.
And the entire bread, including his hand, went into the soup.
What? Like a crane game?
Mom... I guess. My mom is like telling me in the car, she's like, I've never watched a child eat soup with their hands.
That's insane.
But he did it. And I was like, I'm so glad I went to work.
Do you know your brother sounds like, you remember the game Octodad?
No, but I feel like I've heard it for sure.
It's basically a game where like you play as like an octopus like pretending to be a human, and you control all of his limbs independently. If you see any gameplay of that game, I think you'll immediately understand. But that's like the vibe I get from how you're describing like how your brother moves and like interacts with the world around him.
Yeah, it's like I don't like touching his hands because they're always sticky.
No, see, I agree with you where I don't like getting
I'm waiting for that phase to I'm waiting for that phase to go away.
Yeah. Yeah. Very valid. Where it's like if I snack on anything, I will avoid touching with my hands at all costs. Like I've eaten
I'm okay
like Mike
with
and Ike's with chopsticks,
chips.
You know?
Yeah. Like I'm okay eating like chips with my hands or whatever. No, like I'm okay with it because I do like the residue that it leaves on your fingers because it's like it's just extra flavor at the end of your
good
bag of chips.
Yes, you know that I don't like because then it gets like on controllers and keyboards and everything, and I don't like that.
That I hate. I always wash my hands afterwards though.
Oh my god, yes.
That's the thing. Like I'll eat chips with my hands, but then I'll wash my hands because I don't like, you know,
I'm at the point where I'll ask other people to like clean their hands off before they use one of my controllers. It bothers me so much. Like
that makes sense to me.
Yeah. But I
mean, like my brother, like, and my dad does it too. My dad's really bad.
I know where it came from.
Cause right. My dad just like sweats like a lot, just like all the time. So his phone has this like every time I touch it, I throw up. Like it has this weird
like film
residue
almost
on it. Yeah, like a film, like its own protector. And I'm just like, when I touch his phone, I'm just like, I hate it.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's an insane description, but it makes I fully understand it.
Yeah, no, it's the worst. I do not like it at all. But yeah, so that's why, I'll admit that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are really good. Mm-hmm. I love peanut butter with apples.
Oh, really? I've never done that before.
Yeah.
Is that like a known thing or?
Oh my God. I don't know if it's a known thing. My friend in elementary school had apples with peanut butter. Okay. Specifically, the best one for me is Granny Smith apples, so the green ones.
Those are good. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. So that with peanut butter is really good.
You ever had a Cosmic Crisp apple?
I think so.
They're good. Cosmic Crisp is my personal favorite. They are good apples.
I really like Granny Smiths.
Valid. Very valid. It said I don't know how deep the apple opinions go. My mother had strong opinions on apples when I was growing up. I can't remember what it was, but whenever we went, because there was an apple orchard, like, I guess, is that just like orchards are inherently apples, or anyhow?
Yeah.
A place that had apple trees. My mother would very specifically like, we have to go get these. We need to get a bunch of these. We need to get the right ones. Like she's very strong. Mm-hmm. I say had as past tense. She definitely still has very strong apple opinions. So yeah. I always think of this now whenever like to talk about apples, I guess. Weirdly, I didn't realize I had this much lore about apples in my life. What the fuck?
Yeah, right? Apparently. Like, I don't have any lore. I just eat them.
Some people can just enjoy food like normal people.
That's so crazy. You're like, my mother has a penchant for
like
apples.
I'm talking about apples in therapy.
I'm like, can you just eat your apple slices?
Like, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Sir, yeah, literally. Imagine being in a McDonald's drive-thru. It's like, do you want apples or fries with your Happy Meal?
My mother.
I remember when I was but a wee lad. I was like, okay, sir, do you want apples or fries? You never answered the question. You've been here for 2 hours.
I'm just imagining someone like crying in the drive-thru over apples. Oh my God, just imagine like someone like, and we had to get the right ones, but I couldn't get that one because it wasn't red enough. Like,
oh God, that's so funny.
It's not like a bad trauma or anything. It's just like.
No, yeah, it's like a happy memory. But yeah, still, it's like it's just a weird thing to have memories
it's just
behind.
Oddly specific, yeah.
Yeah, like apples. Okay.
Sorry about that, I guess. Oh my God.
No, it's okay. Don't be sorry. Funny. Don't worry. It's okay. Let me know if you need to talk a bit more after we finish recording.
This unresolved apple trauma about my life that I didn't know I had.
Guys, apples, am I right?
Oh God. It started.
I already know the title of this podcast is going to be apples. It's going to be something apple related.
A bushel of apples murdered my entire home village.
A bushel of apples. Oh my God. I was watching the Harley Quinn show. And there's this whole character called the Queen of Fables, I believe.
The animated one or like the
Birds
animated
of Prey one?
That's the one where it's like, Harley Quinn, you gave that guy cancer.
Yeah.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the only clip I know because it's a hilarious scene.
Yeah, it is very funny. So, but there's this whole like character her name is the Queen of Fables, and she's crazy. She's insane. Like, she like let loose the big bad wolf and like killed the whole family.
Oh, lovely.
And so she was like, the trick is to never leave anyone so that you don't have to risk, like somebody wanting revenge on you.
Sure.
So like, you have to take out the whole bloodline.
Oh.
So it's like you're the one that the bushel of apples left. You're coming for them.
That's the most fucked origin story ever.
Huge lead up, I know.
Oh my God, I'm making a D&D character that is a whole origin story is that his entire apples? Like village was murdered by apples.
But no, not even just apples in general, just a single one.
It's like a fucked version of James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah. Bought in the Giant Apple.
Oh my god, I love that. That's the title right there.
Bought in the Giant Apple.
Yeah, that's the title.
There you go. You're so welcome. I just named this episode. You're welcome. It's very funny.
God damn it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any fruit-related trauma, I'm going to be honest with you.
I didn't think it was trauma when I started the story.
That might be the episode title. Fruit-related
trauma. Yes. That's good. That's very good.
Fruit-related trauma.
Fruit-related trauma is insane.
Oh god. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
About
I'm trying
fruit?
To think. I mean, I think I've eaten a few rotten mangoes.
Have you ever had jackfruit before?
I have not. Or maybe I might have. It might just be called something different. Hold on.
My girlfriend and I, for the 4th of July, we went to like an Asian market because there's one like pretty close enough to our house. And we really wanted to go because we're like, we just want to like see new things, right? Yeah. It's very sticky, by the way. Like, my girlfriend said that she was wearing gloves and she could still feel like the stickiness on her fingers when like just like harvesting it, right? It's a very sticky fruit, but it is so tasty. It is so incredibly tasty. It's like if a pear and a mango had a baby and it was massive.
Oh, but I don't like pears, but I do love mangoes.
No, trust me, I could be slightly selling it. Trust me, it's really good.
So I have like mangoes are like my favorite fruit. Mm-hmm. Mangoes and I think kiwi is up there too.
Okay.
But I guess this is my fruit related trauma. When I was but a wee young lad. So growing up in Nicaragua, we had mango trees in our yard, and so we could just go out, pick a mango, and eat it right then and there. Right. You know. And so now, living in the United States, we don't have a mango tree here. Mm-hmm. But obviously, like, you can buy mangoes at the grocery store, but they're not as good.
Right, it just hits like, different.
Yeah, it's like the whole, which I know I've talked about this on stream, on the podcast. I keep saying stream. I've talked about how, like, Nicaraguan steak versus American steak is so different.
Yes.
It's the same exact thing, but with mangoes. It's like, like my brother got a mango the other day at the grocery store just to try it, and like I tried it and I was like, it's good, but it's just a mango,
right?
You know,
it doesn't hit the same.
It's not like, yeah.
I get it.
That was back when I was okay with getting my hands sticky and I would eat the whole mango and my hands would just be like, ugh. Now Fair. I think about it and I'm like, ugh.
Oh yeah, the whole thing that reminded this was
wrong with me?
We got jackfruit because my girlfriend really likes it and she knows about it, but I've never had it before. And it's good. It's really good. It's very. If you have an opportunity to try jackfruit, one, get like a fork or chopsticks or something so you don't have to touch it because it's incredibly sticky. But definitely it's worth trying. It's like I highly recommend a fruit I'd never had before, never like really knew about, but now it's like if you have an opportunity to try it, you should 100% do it.
Yeah.
Seemed like durian. Like durian, no, I disagree.
No.
I'm not a fan of durian. Jackfruit though, jackfruit I approve.
Okay.
Jackfruit gets
maybe
the bot seal.
I'll see about it. Maybe if I can find it or something.
Maybe if there's like an Asian market area, they probably have it in theory because that's where we found. That's where we found ours. You know. So
maybe I'll have to look it up, but
I believe.
See. So there's no proper segue into the next talking point that Luke gave us. So I'm just gonna thoughts on the Pope.
The Pope, he seems pretty neat. He seems like a cool Pope.
Are we talking about the new one or the old one?
The current one.
By the way, Rip Pope.
Yeah. Rip homie.
I don't know anything about the Pope. I'm gonna be honest with you.
As far as I'm aware, the current
I knew that
Pope
the last
is
Pope
very.
Was pretty cool.
Apparently, this current Pope is the next on that train of like being really cool and like doing really good things. Like because he's from the States. Like he's like from the States. He's been to.
Just because he's from the States doesn't mean he's a good person.
He's from Chicago.
Plenty of bad people.
That's true. Yeah, no, that's true. But like he's been to.
Is he the first American Pope?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
He's literally from like he was. I think it was a White Sox. I'm not sure if he was a White Sox or a Cubs fan, but he was at a World. He's been to a World Series game before. Like I think it was White Sox, but there's like literally footage of him like in the background at the games, like in the crowd.
That's so funny.
But no, he's apparently a very cool dude, and I've heard nothing but good things about. Because there have been some people who I'm friends with in like the LGBTQ community who were like very concerned with the current what this new pope could come in and like try to do, and like
what they could do.
Yes, there was a lot of unrest on that, and it seems like a lot of that has kind of dissipated.
Okay, that's good.
Like those fears have been deconfirmed, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad that he's cool because I know the last one was really chill.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if Matt Pat gave this one Undertale or not yet, but like people seem to like him. Do you remember hearing about that?
I don't.
Matt Pat, like it's a whole YouTube video he made about it, but like a bunch of YouTubers like met with Pope Francis, and Matt Pat brought him a copy of Undertale.
That is so funny.
Literally because of like the whole like pacifist run and like that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how much he got it, but it's a thing that happened.
Yeah. My older brother, he went, the school that we went to for senior year, they do this giant Europe trip.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to Italy.
Yep.
And he told me that he saw the Pope. Not up close.
He probably was in the Vatican.
He was up on a balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was up on a balcony.
I took Italian in high school, and for like the senior year, like select people from the class, because it wasn't a lot of people who took Italian like the class.
Yeah.
But so a certain select group of people got to go to Italy, and I was one of those people. So we had a whole thing where we like a whole day was just going like to the Vatican, and we had to like wait in this like massive line, and it was a whole thing. But it was
that's what my brother was saying.
He was like,
I saw him, but he was like so far away because there was so many people, and he was up on a balcony.
See, I didn't see the Pope because there was. Yeah. It was a weird day because I don't know what was going on, but there was a lot of people there, and we had these. First off, the tour guide who we had there, she was a chode, like, like straight up, like she would just like keep like, for lack of a term, like running away from where we were. And because we had the earpiece and we could hear everything that she was saying, because it was like a thing with like a headphone that you'd plug in, and she would like give you the information as you're walking around. And she's like, we need to move forward. But she would just like run away from us and not hold up like the tour guide thing. So like, we're in this crowd of people, we can't see you, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. And she's just in our ears like saying this, all these dense Americans. It's like, bitch, fucking do your job, asshole. Don't blame us as stupid tourists when you're just failing us like by not doing anything that you're supposed to be doing. Like, we don't know where we are. You're the tour guide. Guide us on this tour, asshole. Don't blame us.
Exactly.
Like, you don't hit a parked car and be like, oh, why'd you put that there? Like, fuck you. Don't hit a parked car. Like, what do you mean?
Why'd you put that there?
Right, you know what I mean? Like, bro.
Yeah, I don't like when tour guides are
no, it was a real pain. Italy, I would love to go back to Italy, but
I want to go to Italy at some point.
It's very nice. I really liked like the Amalfi coastline, and then going like more southern to like Sicily were some of my favorite parts. The Amalfi Coast is gorgeous. It really is like a beautiful thing. I'm very fortunate to have done that in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know. The world is cool.
The Pope is cool.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Pope gets a thumbs up in my book. He gets
10 out of 10.
A crisp high five.
Crisp high five. It'd be cool to high five the Pope.
Right? Imagine high five. Like, that would be cool.
Just casually high fiving the Pope.
I feel like this is the first Pope where you could potentially dap him up and he would understand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Glad you agree.
The next little talking point that Luke gave us was favorite Paramore song. This is just the Luke episode, apparently.
Yeah. That's gonna be the
Paramore
alternate
song.
title.
I actually don't know what my favorite Paramore song is. I have so many of them on my playlist.
I mean, Misery Business is a classic.
It's a classic, obviously. Let's see. What do I have on this one? I'm looking at my playlist right now. Mm-hmm. Paramore. I have Brick by Boeing Brick, Ignorance, Decode, Still Into You, and All I Wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Also, all of them classics. I don't know if I have any on this playlist, but I might. Paramore. I do not. Yeah, I had a huge Paramore phase. I like all of their music. Their newest album, I was really into it. But I just kind of stopped listening to their music for a little bit. But I want to get back into it. When I was a kid, I was like, I remember listening to like All I Wanted Was You as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Or All I Wanted as a kid, and being like, God, this is emo. This song sucks. I could never like this.
And then
cut
fast
to me
a
as a
20-year-old
being like, all I wanted was you. Anyways.
It comes for us all. I fully get that. Because I was the guy where I didn't like any like harsh vocals or anything when I was really young. Like I was very much like shout out to like Guitar Hero. I was very into like classic rock and like things of that nature. Yeah. And then slowly but surely, like through like Avenged Sevenfold, it's like, oh no, there's really cool like screaming vocalists and Linkin Park is obviously a big proponent of that too. So sometimes your music sense changes.
I definitely as a kid liked pop.
Mm-hmm.
Katy Perry, Miley Cyrus.
Valid.
Taylor Swift for a while. I like old Taylor Swift music. There was a few like here and there that were like kind of like a little bit more, I don't know,
country.
Anyways, but yeah, but now it's like all like, it's funny because I recently found out. Well, I didn't recently find out. I keep getting reminded that me and Fern, who I talked about earlier, have like the same music taste.
That's fun.
Almost. We share a lot of songs in common. And so I was listening to my, like, I call it my angry playlist.
Mm-hmm.
And a song played and Fern was like, let's go! And I was like, oh my God. Because I always forget that me and Fern kind of like some of the same music. And so every time I get reminded, I'm just like, whoa. I get jump scared.
It's cool, though.
Yeah, but it is cool because, like, I think Fern is the only person who I really share kind of like a sense of music with.
Mm-hmm.
Like Loki, there's a few songs that like here and there that me and her like, but I think Fern's like one of the few people that it's like
widespread.
I can just because I'm so kind of fun fact about me. I don't know if you know this. I'm heavily self-conscious about the music I listen to.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Yeah, because okay, so the music I listen to is not what you would think I listen to. Like I've shown you a few of the songs I listen to.
Right.
And if you like see me in person or like even hearing me talk, like after I've shown you the music, you're like, okay, this makes sense. But before that, you don't see that coming. You know?
That's fair. No, I get that. I understand that.
So, and also I know that like my taste in music is a little, you know, iffy.
What
like
do you mean
you're not,
by iffy?
you know, like you, for example, you like heavy metal, right?
Yes. New metal and other, yeah.
You don't.
It's a bunch of stuff.
Like that's the kind of music that it's like, when you show it to somebody, there are higher chances of them being like, what the hell?
Yes. All the time.
Than there are chances of them being like, oh, I love this.
Yes.
So that's my taste in music too.
Got you. Okay.
Like the chances are people are going to be like, this is disgusting. And then I'll feel bad about myself.
Fair.
Instead of them being like, this is really good. But like, I was listening to my playlist and Fern was listening to it too because I was showing my screen on Discord and they didn't say anything about it and I was like, oh my God. It's so nice when people don't judge me for my music.
Yeah, right. Like it's so fascinating because music for me has always been a very like, for lack of a term, like a personal thing. Like a lot of the songs and stuff that I really loved were stuff that I had like, I felt like I had connections to. So it was never something that I was like outwardly listening to with people.
Yeah.
Because I had like specific playlists and things that I would be outwardly listening with people, and it would be like something like pop punk or like, because I'm also really into hip hop and like 90s hip hop too, and that's partially due to a lot of the video games I played growing up had a very like diverse soundtrack, like SSX and Midnight Club. Like it's such a wide range of music in those games that it allowed me to have like, I call like publicly acceptable playlists, you know?
Yeah, that's what I have. It's like a playlist I can play in front of my mom, and then a playlist where it's this is my me music.
Oh,
but it's really funny because I call myself polyamorous.
Oh, dude, same.
Yeah,
legit same.
Because I have my main not main three, I guess, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4 playlists that I use the most. The first one is Daydreaming, which I need to work on this one because I haven't actually worked on it in a really long time. And this is the one that I can play in front of my mom. Like it has like, you know, it literally has everything. It has Harry Styles, Coldplay, AJR,
right,
Camila Cabello,
the full
Taylor Swift. Yeah, like it's Paramore, Jimmy Eat World.
Oh, hell
yeah. Shabuzi is in here. Renee Rapp is in here. Like there's like a bunch of, you know, songs in here. And then I have one that's called literally just Billie, and it's just Billie Eilish. And then I have one called Made This Just for Epic, which Epic is a musical based off of the Odyssey.
Oh, Eggy's been super into that. She absolutely loves it.
It's such a good,
which is great because I really liked like the Odyssey, like the story.
Yeah.
So it's a cool like crossover, you know.
Yeah, but that's like the kind of music where it's like it's not just musical music, you know.
It's storytelling.
Because I can understand. Well, no, but I can understand when people are like, I don't like musicals because the music is too cringe or whatever.
Sure.
Like this isn't just like musical music. Like there's so much like sound and everything that like there's so much behind every single song. And then I have the last one, which is my angry playlist, and this one is like I don't play this in front of people.
Fair.
And it has like all my angry, like, you know, I got sleep token, bad omens.
See, these would just be like in my casual playlists.
Yeah. Set It Off is in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have one Linkin Park song in here.
Which one is it?
The Emptiness Machine.
Oh, okay. Do you know, have you listened to any like for lack of a better term, older Linkin Park? Like early 2000s stuff?
You know what, actually, probably.
Like you've probably heard like In the End or like What I've Done, probably.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone's heard those songs, but like
I probably have because my mom used to play music in the car when I was a kid. But I don't know if she geared toward Linkin Park. I know.
I'm mildly doubtful.
I know that I know more Elton John songs.
Oh, Elton John fucks. Yeah. You can't not love Elton John.
I wouldn't be able to name you any Elton John songs, but my mom had a whole disc dedicated to him.
Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. Sort of great song.
Yeah, and it's like so like there was this one time where there was like a bunch of Elton John music playing and I started singing along to it and I knew all of the songs and my mom just looked at me and she was like, "How do you know these?" I was like, "Because you used to play them in the car."
Because of you.
All the time. And I was like, "So I just know them."
Yep.
And she was like, "Oh, okay, good. I raised you right." And I'm like, "Good." Damn right you did.
I love that kind of reaction.
But it's like it is like my thing with music is kind of the same. I do love me some bass. I like music that is like, I like it when if I play my music loud enough, it makes my ears vibrate.
Interesting. I know that exact feeling.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's what I like. But I don't like heavy metal that much. Like, there's something about heavy metal that is too overwhelming.
Metal's a weird beast because it has so many, like, subgenres. I reckon there probably is, like, a subgenre or, like, a specific sound that you would like.
Oh, probably. Well, because I do like... There are some songs that I have that are, like, have the screaming in it.
Right.
But it's just not... I think what it is that it's not constant. It's not all the time.
Yes. And that's different.
It's a mixture.
Because some people really love like thrash is the thing. I don't like thrash because it just sounds like concentrated like anger and noise. Which some people it's like that's what I love, it's what I need. But like for me it's like it's not.
Well, that's what I felt.
People associate all metal with that. I feel like is where it gets like it's a bad rep. I think because they hear like one thing from a subgenre that they really don't like, and all of a sudden everything becomes that, and it gets like put in a box kind of unfairly, in my opinion. But like I have a playlist literally on because I just make playlists for everything. Like all of my D&D characters have individual playlists. Like I get in the mindset of the character and be like, if they were to make a Spotify playlist, what would they put? What songs would they put on their Spotify playlist? It's a fun experiment. Anyone who plays D&D, try it. It's fun. And I think you'll like what you ended up creating. And you don't have to like no like limits or whatever. Just do it. Just have fun with it. But I have a playlist I created on Spotify called Metal Starter Kit, literally specifically for like introducing and like showing people like different genres of metal, what it could be like, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm really proud of that playlist.
When I started listening to Billie Eilish, which as you guys know, I'm obsessed with her.
Really?
Yeah, just a little.
Just a wee bit.
I have a whole playlist dedicated to her. What are you talking about?
I thought the sarcasm was implied.
So, yeah. Anyways, so when I started listening to her, one of my biggest pet peeves about Billie Eilish fans at the time was when people were like, "Oh, she just writes exactly what I'm feeling, and it's crazy." And I'm like, "Stop it."
I could just imagine you like a spray bottle like for cats, like.
Yeah, literally. So this was in 2020. So I was 19 when I first started listening to Billie Eilish.
Cool.
I hadn't heard her very first album because I just didn't listen to her music by then.
Fair.
I listened to When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? That was the first Billie Eilish album I listened to.
Right.
And that's what got me into realizing that I really like bass.
Mm-hmm.
And especially deep bass, because there's a few songs on that album that is just like,
yeah,
you know,
where you feel
I think
it.
one of them is like, I think there's one called Zanny that is literally just that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like what got me into Billie Eilish and like realizing that I really like her music was because of the bass.
I love that.
I believe. Yeah, it is Zanny. And then she released Happier Than Ever. And again, I hate the whole, like, she writes what I'm feeling. But, like, she was writing what I was feeling.
Right. It spoke to you.
Like, it was really weird. No, it was really weird how much, like, every single one of her albums, not every single one, but the albums since I started listening to her that she released was exactly what I was going through at the time.
Damn. That is kind of crazy.
Happier Than Ever released when I was still with my ex and when I was dealing with
all of that.
Like all of that and like breaking up with her and then moving out and then her manipulating me to move back in and then moving back out. Like it's the whole thing, right?
The whole saga. Yeah.
And at the time, I was blasting Happier Than Ever, the song, into my ears, not realizing that I wasn't listening to the lyrics and realizing, like, hey, this is what I feel.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, you know, maybe I'm not in a healthy relationship after all. So then I moved back out, right? I started living with my parents. Mm-hmm. And then she released, what's the name of the newest one? Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Okay.
She released that, and that was her like figuring out kind of like, oh well, it's not, the entire album isn't her figuring out her sexuality, but
it's
a
talking
big
about
piece
it.
of it. Like there's a few songs that are like that,
right?
And it's like, okay, you know. And then I was like, I wasn't figuring out my sexuality, but like I'm gay. I love the song Lunch. Feral for that song when I first heard it. Dude, one of the lyrics is, I can eat that girl for lunch. Like, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sign me up. You know?
Yes,
hold on, wait. Hold on, let me look up these lyrics real quick. There's one. And so now she's coming up the stairs, so I'm pulling up a chair and I'm pulling up my hair.
Damn.
Like, oh, excuse me.
Damn.
There was one that is like really. Here, it says, oh my god, her skin's so clear. Tell her, bring that over here. You need a seat, I'll volunteer. Yes!
I can hear you explode.
Like, what? The first time I heard that lyric, I think I repeated it like 30 times.
That tracks.
Because I was like, I feel this. This is, yep. And so, yeah, and also the song, by the way, if anybody wants to know how I feel about my ex currently, listen to the song The Greatest by Billie Eilish. The only lyric that I don't agree with, there's a lyric there that says, I love you and I still do. Ignore that one. Just don't even. Absolutely not.
Fair.
No.
Very fair.
But if anybody wants to know the exact way I feel, like currently about all that, listen to that song. Just listen to that song and you will it like that song, it's insane how perfectly it captures it.
I love that. I had something vague, not 100% similar, But when I broke off with my first girlfriend, who was very unhealthy for a list of reasons, and I was also going off to college at the time. But so, like, I drove to her house, broke everything off. Then I got in my car to go home, and the first song that played, like, on my Spotify Shuffle was "Famous Last Words" by My Chemical Romance. And, oh my god, it was so like perfect for the moment, and I felt like it was like a universe saying like, "You're good, man." You know, it was a very like universe like, "You're okay, buddy," type moment. Okay. But it's also interesting that the reason that you like really got into Billie Eilish is exactly why I got into Linkin Park when I did, because not so much like they were writing about what I was going through, but it was like the album Meteora came out in like 2003, and I would have been like middle schoolish, high school. But it's like it was listening to the songs and hearing the words that were being said, and it's like, oh, I'm not alone in the way that I feel. Okay, and that's where I like gravitate on. It's like, so not many people do understand or care to understand, but this album does understand. So that's why I really latched onto it and eventually just fell in love with the sound of it all, you know? It's cool, exactly. The symmetry in a way, because it's similar in meaning but different in method of arriving there for both of us, I think, which is fascinating and cool. And that's why I love music's awesome. I love music. Yeah,
music is really, really cool. It's that way that it can do that.
It's a very fun thing.
Anyways, the last thing that what's it called that Luke said was conversation pet peeves, things people say that make you irrationally angry. The FNAF movie was good.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding.
Well done, by the way, on that. Good job. I know what you're going for there. Well done.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When people tell me how to play a video game, it makes me so pissed. It's just, it grinds my gears. Like, you know, and this is no hatred towards anybody who has said that, you know. It just, like, it turns me off of games. So what happened was I started playing Deltarune, and, you know, me being me, I saw RPG and I saw enemies and I said kill.
Yep.
And so I started killing everything.
Was this Deltarune or Undertale?
No, this was Deltarune.
Okay. I haven't played Deltarune at all, so I genuinely wasn't sure. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So I started killing everything, not realizing, okay, you can spare things.
Right.
But I was in a call with my friends and I was sharing my screen and they were like, oh, you're killing everything. Like, oh my God, please stop. No. And the second that started, I was like, I don't want to play this game anymore. And I have not touched that game since.
Yeah, I get that.
And the thing is, I hate it. I hate it because, like, I know it's a good game. Right. I'm fully aware of it being a good game. But at the same time, I'm gonna say this and not sound aggressive. Please, just let me play the game how I want to play it. You know?
Yeah. Fair.
I was about to like yell that, and it was gonna sound really angry. I felt it
like bubbling up,
and I was gonna get a few DMs from friends being like, "I'm so sorry," but it's like you don't need to apologize. I understand, I get it, but also let me experience the game in the method I want to experience it in.
Yes,
you know,
I fully get that.
If I'm making a mistake, I will fully admit it afterwards and be like, "Oh, I should not have killed everything."
Yeah,
but let me experience it first. You know, let me see the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
agreed.
everybody plays games differently, and I think you should just let me play the goddamn game how I want.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. I had to at least get angry once.
No, listen, I feel that. I think the thing that pisses me off to like that degree is like when people just like blatantly ignore someone or something because they're just completely disinterested. I had to deal with that a lot in the IT world where like people just don't fucking listen. It's like, hey, asshole, you called me here to fix your shit. Shut up and listen.
Yeah. Well, okay, so my thing with that is I'm not ignoring you.
No. Like, but you can intentional ignorance is what pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, because...
So
yeah.
Yeah, so I've said this to, like, my brother and my mom. And my mom experiences this, too. Because of ADHD.
Yeah.
At some point, my brain has stopped thinking about what you're saying.
Yeah, which is fair.
And you'll see it too.
It happens.
Like you see, like I catch it with my mom when my brother's talking about like dinosaurs or something, and I just look at him. I'm like, Mom is no longer listening to what you're saying. She is thinking about something else. And it's like, it's not that we don't find it interesting or we don't care. It's just that our brain is like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah, no, see, and that's like, valid. What pisses me off when people are just intentionally like, because
when it's intentional,
I've had it happen before where I was like telling someone something and I was showing them on my phone, and as I'm showing them this clip on my phone, they just opened their phone and just went scrolling on their phone and like completely checked out.
Yeah, see, like that's
I legit
rude.
Like in the middle of it, I paused in the middle of the clips. Like if you're paying attention to the clip, you never got the resolution or context. I paused it. They heard the break in the sound and went, "That's crazy." And in my head, I was like, "You fucking asshole!" Like I was so, I'm like, "You fucking asshole! You just intentionally like did not care about a single thing I was just saying. Like, you fuck."
Yeah.
That bothers me. That and my family does this thing where they will interrupt people telling a story because they assume that they know what the conclusion is, and they start correcting you and like giving you shit and judging you based on what they perceive to be the ending of the story. And I'm like, no, that's not at all what happened. If you would just shut the fuck up and stop interrupting me and let me finish, you would know that's not what it is. But they do it all the time, and it pisses me off so much.
Interrupting in general, kind of like,
to a
especially
degree.
when it's like when it's accidental, I get it.
Yes,
I understand that. But when you're purposefully interrupting me and talking louder than me so that you can get your point across,
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Oh, I'm gonna slap you.
I feel you there. No, I feel you and there. And so, like, 100%.
My mom interrupts. Not like that though, because she does what you just explained. But again, it's because of her ADHD. So like, it's more like, it's okay. And I've told her that she does this.
Right.
But she like, I'll be telling a story or like saying a sentence, and then she'll interrupt me thinking that like
it's
she
done.
knows the end of my sentence.
Or
like she does like, or she like most of the time she does know what I'm about to say.
Right.
But it's like. Let me say it. You know?
Yeah, right? Yeah, see, my family doesn't have ADHD. They're just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, like yeah.
You can't exist in my family or near my family and not have thick skin. Like that is a byproduct of why like I take jokes so well and I love roast humor, is because I just fucking grew up around it. Like literally my entire life. So
I also hate when people act like, or they claim they know more about something.
Have you ever heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect?
No.
Oh, okay. You know what? Hold on. I want to book it. I want to start with that next time because I can go in a whole thing about that, and we're pretty deep into this. Give me like
the spark notes of it.
It's basically the fallacy that you believe you're the smartest person in any given room.
Oh.
And I'm going to go into more on that, and then the origins on that. There's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm gonna go in on that because I really like this topic. And
yeah, especially working in retail, I get a lot of that.
Oh yeah,
like this lady the other day, she was doing like the photo kiosk at where I work, and she was like telling me like, oh, this printed off wrong, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, here, let me try to help you fix it. And so I'm like, okay, you need to rotate the frame so that it prints right. So that instead of it printing with these two giant white bars on the sides or on the top and the bottom, it prints the full picture on the thing. And she was like, I already did that. And in my head, I'm like, well, clearly you didn't because it printed wrong. And I was like, okay, well, let's just rotate the frame. She was like, I already did that. I'm like, okay, we're gonna rotate the frame though. We're gonna try it again.
Yep.
And I was like, how many copies do you want of it? She was like, 2. And she was like, but I already tried to rotate the frame and it printed wrong. And I was like, we'll just test it. And then I printed it and it came out right. And she was like, oh, I guess I didn't do that. And I was like, yeah, right. You didn't.
Yeah. That right there is an anthology of working in IT right there.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I understand like your whole thing, but like I work here. So like, in this specific thing, I never think I'm the smartest person in the room, but in this specific thing, I do know slightly more about it.
You know enough to know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So it's like when I tell you, this is your fix, just say yes.
Yeah.
Just say, yeah, that's the fix. And if it's not the fix, my mistake. I'll admit that.
Right. Absolutely.
But for Let's just test it.
let me live, goddammit.
Let me work. So, but yeah, that's I can't think of like any other like verbal pet peeves. I don't like when people I have this weird thing and it's really bad too. When I see women, it's women and people with special needs getting mistreated. I fume. I'm fuming. Yeah. I am lit on fire.
Valid.
Immediately.
Valid.
And it's bad because it happens in movies too. And it's like, I know you're acting. I know this is fake.
Right. But it still bothers you.
It pisses me off. And I don't know like exactly the reason why, because I've never like gone through that.
Right.
You know?
But maybe it's something that you can like relate to, maybe?
It's like, ooh,
something about
really
it hits
gets
home.
me. Yeah, it really, really gets me, like to the point where it's like I have to like stop and like cool down, because it's like I really get pissed.
Valid.
But I don't know. Other than that, I also don't like when people make fun of people for like their weight. And that's just a me thing because that's happened to me. That actually has happened to me.
Yeah. Fair.
So like, you know, the second you start making fun of somebody about their weight, I'm just like, dude, like that's so immature.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
I don't disagree.
Like, I'm allowed to make fun of my own weight.
Oh yeah, I make fun of myself all the time.
Yeah,
I do that shit all the time.
Ass, but if you call me a fat ass and you mean it, I'm gonna get pissed.
It's yeah. I like 90% agree, but there are certain other people. It's not just myself, where it's like other people where I know it's like we're just joking around, right?
There's yeah. Like if I know you're joking, then
yes,
it's fine. But
if you're just being unironic, it's like, oh. Like that's the.
It's like, come on.
For me, it's like I'm judging. Like that's the best insult you can come up with. Like be creative, you idiot.
It's like exactly. It's like that's the best you could come up with. It's like a fat joke. Come on, man.
Underdeveloped troglodyte. Come up with something funnier.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. Yeah, I also don't like people using slurs, but that's just
okay,
obviously.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Like, I think that's reasonable.
I don't think that's a pet peeve. That's just common sense.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of more, but I don't know other ones.
I feel like we've covered a pretty wide array, between the two of us.
Yeah.
I think this is.
I know there's more. I know for sure I have more.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's always one of those things where like you can't think of it, and then something will happen. It's like, ooh, that's a thing. Add it to the list.
It's like, there it is.
Well, you know what? We can because we got to do the Windendum in the midst of this. We can start next podcast recording with that if we have any new ones to add to the list. Yeah, if we have any new ones. Yeah. I like that idea. Because we're about like an hour and a half in, and we still got to add the wind stuff. We still got to add the Windendum. The Windendum. Damn it! I was just gonna say that. I feel like you pulled a thought out of my brain. God damn.
Yep. It's been happening a lot recently, where it's like me and you will say the same thing at the same time.
Yeah, that is true.
And it just proves that we are the two brain cells.
Correct. Damn straight. Damn straight.
We were in a call with Fern, and we made the same joke, and Fern just goes, "Oh, there's two of them."
I remember that. I don't even know what joke we made, but I remember that happening.
I don't know. It was really funny. They first joined the call, and we both said something, and they were like, "Oh, there's two of them."
It's literally like the meme really from Star Wars. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Fun.
I still don't have an outro, fun fact. But who expects it? Who? The day I do have an outro is the day that
the music died.
Yeah, this is the day the music died. Yep. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you're listening on Spotify, we have a YouTube. If you're listening on YouTube, we have a Spotify. I have said this every single episode, and I will continue to say it. I'm still working on the TikTok. I'm just too lazy to edit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Fair. I've also decided now for every outro, I'm just gonna like take a few steps away from the mic and just like shout to something, just because I like the effect of that. So
just something random.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. While we wait for Butt to yell something random, I hope everybody enjoyed. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Woo!
Woo!